Welcome to Monroe, Louisiana, Malone Stadium, home to the ULM Warhawks, and fans have... Warhawks will put total leather and will get started. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Bearcats will be in a hole thanks to that short return. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
Oh, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage, he's open. If he's double covered, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
Quick strike complete.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Looking downfield, it's Emmanuel. Looking left. Complete downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. And that's a really difficult route to handle if you can get a big fella working the outside in the corner like that.
No doubt, because he runs upfield first and then makes a beeline towards the sideline. So whether it's man or zone, you can throw that football away from the defender and make some big plays.
Looking to throw on second down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in second and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
Third and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. He got it. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So UL Monroe's offense will go to work for the first time today. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. They're bringing heat. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they are going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
Going up top on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking to throw it to Manuel. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Gets it out quickly. Tackle is made after the first down. And the Bearcats have this offense rolling. Quarterback on the keeper. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. 6th play of the drive coming up. He'll do it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. This has the makings of a good drive. The 7th play brings up a 3rd and 4. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Zings it complete to the right. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
10, ULM 0.
On the move from inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. He'll keep it himself. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Warhawks in the hurry up.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do.
And the ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Bearcats. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
17, ULM, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Bearcats called for and taken at the 30-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Emmanuel. Coming after him. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This offense looking at a 3rd down after that last completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. And the Bearcats will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Fires to the wideout. And that pass picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the lone running back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting... And that ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Comes out throwing on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. To throw, it's Pollard. Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Buys a little time. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Arkansas State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the Sun Belt. Trust me when I say the party is on in Jonesboro. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit.
Pass on the way, it's picked off. Got some room to run. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Back to pass, it's Pollard. Feeling some heat. Got a man. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
ULM.
He's going to pass on second down. The throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Let's it fly. Touchdown, UL Monroe. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Trying to find his man on first down. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confuse the quarterback a little bit, force them to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves one great broadcast so far today there in Monroe. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And just like that, let's head back to our team inside Malone Stadium.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
The Warhawks are in the hurry-up.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Handoff from the gun. And the ball's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. To the air, it's Emmanuel. Gets rid of it. Back open in the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They'll run play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Sexton. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
They'll leave it with the lone back. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the bench.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time.
And look, he knows that happens again. He's going to find himself on the sideline. So this is going to be a dude very motivated to make some plays on this drive.
Yeah, and I think it's frustrating, but you got to put it behind you. You got to move on. And this offense has to go through him anyways. You got to be able to run the football and have some balance.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Got his man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Pollard. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. He finds his man. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. The give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. He's now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
And the Warhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
It's a reverse. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He'll set up to throw. Wide open downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Emmanuel. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Give to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Fires one high and deep. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. A tremendous play to make the interception, and then the return takes him close to the 50-yard line.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3. With the amount of donations he is making to the other team right now, interception number 4 now, putting his team in a bad position time and time again. We might want to start thinking about a change here.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun to give, looking for room. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. On the option. He'll pitch it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. The Warhawks get enough to move the chains. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. 2nd and 10 here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. A 1st down for the offense. Leaves it with the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Lost one deep down the right side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
He's got his man.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Sam Houston. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Memphis went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Tigers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep.
A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for them.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to get to him. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking.
Brings up second down.
To the air. It's Pollock. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He wants a big play here late. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Warhawks! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And listen, still a ways to go. But great job by this offense getting them back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Wants to go up top. Finds his man in the middle. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. One-possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high-percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out on the ball.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The Bearcats decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's going up top here late in the game.
This defense right now is not only fighting an offense with a lot of confidence, but they're fighting against momentum too. Remember, they had a big lead earlier in this game. Now it's been reduced to just 1 possession, so they've got to make some big plays here on pass defense.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. And after the pickup gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game right at the end.